Okay. Nevertheless, a father is obligated to teach his son Torah while he's a minor. Okay, even though minor children are not obligated, but father is obligated to teach him. So I would say that the brain of a child, because he does not have all of this garbage that adults have, he can understand like a lot and learn a lot with his purity of his neshama. And I personally know a few children, a few families, so they from different background, him, a guy and his wife, and the children speak, I don't know, like 5 languages, simply 5 languages. And my wife experimented with them when the children were little, so she would ask one specific family, so she asked this person, the little boy, one language, and he would respond to in that language, in another language he would respond in another language. He's like unbelievable, 5 languages, right? So of course we start to teach them when they're little. Number 5, the Sefer HaMitzvah, positive commandment 11, meaning that father has to teach his son Torah. The Sefer HaChinuch, mitzvah 419, counts this one as one of 613 mitzvahs of the Torah. Okay, so this mitzvah to teach his son Torah. Commentary, while he's a minor. So while he's a minor, so he be prepared when he's adult. Okay, and why waste time? Right? If you don't put in this pure children, if you don't put holiness, they're going to absorb all of the garbage from the street, from his from friends on the street. Okay, so that's simple. Commentary, Nazir 29a also mentioned rabbinic obligation to train one's children in performing of the mitzvahs. Okay, it's, as we said, it's rabbinic, but still obligation. The Rambam mentioned this obligation with regard to the many of the particular mitzvahs. For example, Hilchos Chometz v'Matzah 6:10, Hilchos Sukkah 6:1, and also with regard to the responsibility of the guardian. Okay, Hilchos Nachalos 11:10. Okay, so we're going to, if we're going to get to those. Okay. So as the Dvarim states, and you shall teach them to your sons and speak about them. Right? About what? About the words of the Torah. Though this verse mentioned teaching Torah only to one's children, Rambam also maintains that mitzvah of the Torah study includes the adult study of the Torah. Okay, of course. Sefer HaMitzvah, same place. Nevertheless, he begins this description of the mitzvah with obligation to teach one's son, since that explicitly mentioned in the Torah. So that's biblical commandments is what to learn, to teach one's son. It must be noted that Sefer HaMitzvahs derive this mitzvah from a different verse. It says in Dvarim 6:7, and you shall teach them to your sons. Okay, literally it is possible to explain that the reason the Torah mentioned the command to study Torah with regard to only children is to teach us that he must apply ourselves to Torah study with the openness of the simple faith of the children. I love this explanation. That's amazing, right? So it's famous explanation. So it says that when Torah says let this Torah be, right? So our Rashi on the page explains that as we were excited, let this Torah, let this mitzvah be, like as we were excited when we just got the Torah on Mount Sinai, so we must be excited every day to do the mitzvah. You woke up, so you have to wake up full of energy, right, to do the will of HaShem, to serve Him, to do the mitzvahs, right? And this beautiful explanation says why Torah says only the children, the father has to teach children, right? But if his son is not child, if he's 20 years old, father is not obligated, right? Let him be, ignorant. No, that's what not they say. It's they say it's applied to a student, for a student to be like a child. So a child, he's not going to argue. Some students like argue a lot, and they the more all of the nonsense education they have, and the more they watch videos and read empty and stupid books, so the more that they think they know, and they try to argue. Right? When you talk to a child, he knows exactly zero, and he just asks you questions, and he absorbs. But an arrogant person who thinks that he's intellectual, so he would not absorb. So it's I mean, you would be lucky if 3% of the material would go into him, but this pure child, 100% would go into him. You understand? So they say be innocent and open in simple faith of the young children. Okay. So that's one. Another thing is that students they believe to the teacher. Whatever the teacher said, they many times they believe the teacher more than they believe the parents. So if you send them to public school and you're trying to be Shomer Shabbos, I mean, they don't be surprised. They come with all of the heresy in the world to you, right? And you would say, I'm your father, I'm your mother, I'm paying for you for this, for that. They say, no, we are liberal. Stop it. That's what you were created for. That's what my teacher told me. So don't be very surprised if they're going to come. Hopefully not us, but somebody whose children still in public school. That's to be expected. That the children would believe more to the teacher than to their parents.